Welcome to Hey Dr. Sue. So people submit their sex questions to me anonymously, and once a week I post one question and one answer. Do you have a sex question you've always wanted answered? Go ahead and check out the description for information on how to submit it anonymously. This week's question is, I really enjoy your column and have learned a lot since following you. I'm a woman in my early 60s and intercourse has just become too painful. My husband is rather well endowed. His erect penis is about the size of a large cucumber. The length and girth have always been a challenge, but intercourse is now intolerable. I love my husband and need some ideas on how to switch things up to focus on other things. Signed, Wincing. Hi, Wincing. I'm sorry you're experiencing this, but I'm glad you reached out. I'm guessing you're not the only woman in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s who's struggling with this. The first thing I want to point out is that a normal thing that happens as women age and go through menopause is that the vaginal tissue is going to become less elastic, and your vagina is not going to lubricate as much as it used to. This is one of the reasons why pain during intercourse is one of the most commonly reported sexual concerns for women as they age. There are some easy ways to try and address this. The first is vaginal lube, which you can buy at many stores in person or online if you prefer. Be careful with this though, because you want to check the pH of the lube. The pH of a lube isn't something we usually talk about, although we really should, because it can have a big impact on anyone's vaginal health. The pH of the vagina is about 3.8 to 4.5, but after menopause, it goes up a bit, so definitely try to find a lube that's going to fall into the right pH level for you. I'm not necessarily recommending a specific one, but some of the KY jelly products and some of the Astroglide products fall into the right pH range. Depending on your exact age and when you finished menopause, vaginal estrogen creams might be helpful. There are concerns with age and timing after menopause because that can increase the risk of certain complications though. But if this interests you, I would definitely recommend talking to your OBGYN. And while we're on the subject of speaking to doctors, you may want to see if they can recommend a pelvic floor physical therapist for you. While what you're describing is normal as women age, it doesn't mean that there isn't something else going on. And a pelvic floor PT can be really helpful for addressing painful intercourse, even if it is just a normal product of aging. No matter if you try over-the-counter lube or an estrogen cream, you definitely should be talking to your husband about what's happening. If he doesn't know that sex hurts you, I think you need to tell him. I'm guessing he doesn't really want to hurt you. And if you've started pulling away from him to avoid sex and he doesn't know what's happening, he may just feel like you're pulling away from him, and that can negatively impact your relationship. If you are going to try a lube or estrogen cream, you should still talk to your husband. You should talk about maybe slowing things down and having more check-ins with you as things go on to make sure you're not in pain. If you haven't already, you may want to try different sexual positions. Positions where you can control the depth and speed can be helpful. You being on top might help, but you may find that leaning back can help you control how deep he goes. Another option may be where you both lay down, you face away from him, kind of like he's spooning you, and then he can put his penis inside your vagina from behind you. If those aren't options, play around and find ones that work best for you both. If you're just not interested in intercourse anymore because it's been so painful for you, I think you need to have a conversation with your husband about what it is that would help both of you feel good. Would oral sex work? Maybe mutual masturbation? There are a lot of options for you to explore, and hopefully one of them helps you stop wincing. Until next time, be safe and have fun. Did you like that video? If so, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll know when new videos come out. Also check out the description to find out how to find me on Instagram, Medium, and Twitter. And make sure to check the description for links where you can submit your sex question.